All right, we are now recording. The next thing I will do, and this will be normal every week, okay, is we will start with a Zoom lesson. Then I will record the Zoom lesson and I'm going to share my screen so I can go to the websites that you need to go to and show you what you need to do each week. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. If you have any questions, please either just ask, okay, you can unmute your microphone and ask, or type it into the chat bar, okay, on the bottom right, at the bottom of the screen, there is a little chat box. If you click on that, it opens up a screen over there and you can type in your questions. Now you can type in to everybody or you can type in private, but remember you're being recorded. So if you type it in private, it will actually get recorded on the screen. So probably don't send anything private through Zoom, just do it to everybody. If you have a private question, I will show you a different way to contact me for doing that. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you can now all see my screen. You'll see I have about 1,000 websites open. We'll only be using about 4 or 5 of those. Now, to begin with, the screen that you are looking at now, this page, this is our class Schoology page, okay? Most of you have logged in, or have registered with Schoology already. And that means that you will be able to come to this page every week and you'll be able to do the activities. If you haven't registered with Schoology, the instructions to do that are on the Beef page. Okay, I'm just going to jump over to the Beef page quickly. Okay, I just sent out an announcement a moment ago. Hopefully you all got that. But the main thing to note about Beef is this: we will not use Beef. Okay, the only time I'm using Beef is for the first lesson, and that's simply to make sure everybody can get access to the this Zoom class, and that everybody has the instructions to register on Schoology. If you have not registered with Schoology, please come to this page, read the instructions, and then follow them to create your own Schoology account. This is the class code that you will need. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get out of Beef and hopefully I will never need to go back there. So in Schoology, okay, we'll start on the home page. When you come in, when you log in to Schoology, it'll open up and you have something that looks like this, but for you, you'll probably only have one course, and that's this course, our course. So you just select the course. Okay, obviously I'm teaching a few more courses, so I have a few more on my page. And you'll come into this page. This is pretty much where you need to start. Okay, in this page, there is information about the course. There is a place for you to go if you have a general question. It's a forum. You can just type your question into here. Okay, just type it in here and click post. Now this is for any general questions that you think other people might be interested in knowing the answer to. Okay, when you ask a question here, I will answer it and everybody will be able to see it, and hopefully if somebody else has the same question, they'll be able to find the answer here. The other way you can contact me, as I said before, if you want to contact me privately, send me a message, okay? There's a mail system in here. You can see a few students have already been mailing me. and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. You can see I've got a few waiting to be sent back. That's because I set up a homework activity for a different class. So every student in the class is emailing me. But normally, if you email me, I will get back to you as quickly as I can, okay? This is the best way to contact me. Now, what you need to do each week is come to this folder here, okay? Q3 online folders. Next quarter, we'll be using this one. But this quarter, you won't see this because it's not published, okay? You see, when I want to release that, I'll click publish, then you will be able to see it. At the moment, you can only see this one. So if you click on that, again, these are not published, but they will be published each week. This one is published. So this is this week's folder, week 1 introductions. Okay, when you click on that, you'll see two folders of 2 activities in here. Okay, the first one are the instructions for week 1, and then you'll see there is an assignment. Now, each week you'll see different activities in here. Sometimes there'll only be the instructions. But you should always start with the instructions. Even if you have a few different activities, please start with the instructions file, okay, this page. Now, when you click on this, you'll see there's a lot of information in here. When you open it up, it should have the correct dates, okay, it should tell you which week you're in, and it will give you an overview of what you have to do each week. Okay, so each week we'll start with a Zoom meeting. The instructions for the Zoom meeting, I'll just go down a little bit, are here. This is the same every single week. Okay, you don't, the meeting ID and the passcode will be the same every single week. So if you've just got this saved on your Zoom, you'll be fine, okay? You can come back every week. But if you forget what it is, the information is here on the instructions page in every week's folder, just in case, just to make it easy for you. Remember, we will have a meeting. I'll try to keep it short, okay? I'll try to keep it half an hour. Today's session, I think, is going to be much longer because it's the first one. And we want to make sure that we cover everything and that everybody is okay. So today will probably go until 10:30. Okay, but normally, please sign in, maybe come to this folder a little bit early, read through the instructions for the week, and then I will have the meeting at 9:30 and we can go through those instructions together. Okay, so Zoom meeting every week, that's where we will begin. Now, this week, we will do an overview of the course and we'll have a look at the textbook. Before we do that, we need to make sure that everybody has the textbook. If there are people who don't have the textbook yet, then we will do this next week, okay? So in about 10 minutes time, I will send out a question to everybody and we'll find out who has the textbook and who doesn't. I said I'll do an introduction. Okay, there is a recorded self-introduction that you will watch. After you have watched it, we'll find out how much you can remember. Okay, there's a fun activity called quizzes, and you will do this to see how much you can remember from my self-introduction. The reason I'm doing that, it's a fun way to introduce the quizzes questions. You will be using quizzes as a way of guiding yourself through the textbook, okay? There is an assignment. I showed it to you before. It's a self-introduction. I will explain this in full, okay? So hopefully everybody will understand what you need to do before next week. And then, as I said, at the end of today's session, I'll give you a chance to talk to some of your classmates online using the Zoom breakouts function, okay? Maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see how time goes. All the homework is due next Wednesday by 9 o'clock. Okay, and this will be the same every single week. Each week, I will set you assignments that you need to do, and they need to be done before the class starts the following week. So you have 1 full week. The assignments start 9 o'clock on Wednesday and they finish 9 o'clock the following Wednesday. Try to do these activities in order, okay? They've been designed so that you do one activity and then the next activity builds on the first one. So if you jump around a little bit, you may not have, for example, your assignment, the self-introduction, is based on my introduction. So if you watch my introduction first, you will understand what you need to do for your introduction. But if you jump straight to your introduction, it'll be a little bit harder for you. There is a schedule for both quarters. Okay, so this is our Q3 schedule. And you'll see this is where we are today. Each week, there will be a different activity. The homework is pretty much all homework because we're not doing anything in class. But these are the things that you need to do before the beginning of the next week. And this course is a communications course, but we'll be looking at presentation skills, okay, as a way of communicating. And I'll explain that in more detail in a little while, okay? So at the end of this quarter, you will give a presentation and you'll do that using a website called Flipgrid, which I will show to you today. Okay, so let's get started, okay? We'll start with the course overview. Okay. Now, like I said, this course is going to focus on teaching you presentation skills, okay? It is a communications course, but we're giving you a focus for those communications, and the focus is going to be on giving a presentation, okay? How to give a good academic, professional presentation. Now, we're not in class, so you can't really practice your presentation in front of your classmates. So we are going to focus on the visual aspect of a presentation and the structural parts of a presentation. Okay, so we're not going to look so much at how to use eye contact and body language and gestures, that sort of thing. We're going to really look at how to put a PowerPoint presentation together, how to set up your slides, and how to do research and structure your presentation. Maybe if we end up in the classroom in Q4, we will then go back and we'll use a little bit of the physical skills as well. You will be assessed this way, all right? Participation is basically if you do the activities, you have participated. If you don't, then you haven't participated. Okay, so participation is built into the other parts of the course. Now, there will be quizzes, all right? There will be one big quiz each quarter, but that should be pretty easy for you by the end of the quarter. It'll be done online through Schoology. There will be weekly homework that I give you. There will be assignments you have to do. Sometimes that to prepare for your presentation or just to understand presentation skills. Okay, and then, like I said, there is the actual presentation, and that will be worth 40%. And you will upload your presentation, and then everybody will be able to watch it and give feedback. So each week, do the following things, okay? You log into Schoology. You open the weekly folder, okay? Read the instructions document, okay? Then we will do this Zoom session and I will explain everything to you. Then once we finish the Zoom session, you should do the weekly activities and the assignments, okay? These will normally come from the textbook, which we'll talk about in a moment. Then at the end, check the homework that you need to do before the following week. Sometimes there might be a special announcement. All right. For example, sometimes the university asks me to get you to do the surveys, the anchors. If they do that, I'll mention it here, usually with a link. And like I said, if there's any problems, if you have any problems doing your homework or something, just send me an email, okay? Or go through put a post in the general questions forum. Now this is the textbook, okay? It's called Speaking of Speech, and you should all have this by now. If you don't have this, you need to order this today, okay? Because the first activities for this week, you need to have the textbook to do them. It's called Speaking of Speech. It's a really good textbook for understanding presentation skills. It's very simple. It shows you the different skills in easy to understand ways. It gives good examples. It's got a DVD in it, which has nice videos for you to watch. Okay. And we are going to completely do 2 sections of this book, and hopefully we can do the other section depending on time. Now the lessons from the textbook, as I said, will be from a website called Quizzes and also from Schoology. Okay, there are some activities called assessment activities in Schoology, and the idea of these activities, and I'll show you one in a moment, is to guide you through the book. It's not trying to find out what you know, it's asking you questions that will direct you towards the important ideas in the textbook. Now, I will also do this through Zoom. Okay, so I will take you through the textbook using Zoom, but it's quick, and it's a little bit hard doing it virtually. So by having these quizzes asking you questions and making you read the textbook to answer those questions, it'll help you understand the important ideas of giving a presentation. Also, there's another website called Edpuzzle, and Edpuzzle is a video website. It's really good. I'll show it to you in a moment. You watch a video, and in the video I've put questions. So the video stops at the correct point, asks you a question related to what you've just heard or to what you are just about to see, and makes you think about it. And it's a good way, again, of getting you to understand the examples of presentations. Okay, you'll see presentation examples. Okay, so each week you need to do the quizzes, do the Edpuzzle activities, or other assignments. Okay, now the idea is to do these with the textbook sitting in front of you. All right, so that's why you need to get the textbook. Now this activity, a textbook quiz. What I'm going to do now, okay, this might be a good place just to stop for a second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to give you a chance to answer a question, okay? I'm going to send all of you a questionnaire. The questionnaire is going to ask you, there's 5 questions. Do you have the textbook? Do you, have you registered for Schoology? Have you registered with Edpuzzle? Have you registered with Quizzes? Have you tried using Flipgrid? All of those things were actually in the Schoology green folder, the preparation folder. Now, some of you may have done that if you went in and you started reading early, but I think most of you probably haven't. But this will just find out who has done what, okay? So I'm going to send out this questionnaire. Please fill it in, okay? And send back your questions. Now, for each question, there are 3 options. Yes, okay? Do you have your textbook yet? Yes. Second option, no, I don't, but I have ordered it. Okay, so it's on the way. Or option 3, no, I haven't ordered it yet. And if you're answering question number or answer 3, no, I haven't, then that's what you need to do today. Similarly, have you joined Schoology yet? It's yes, no, because I had a problem, or no, I haven't done it yet. If that's the case, you have to do that today as well. Okay, so it's the same for all 5 questions. I'm going to send the poll out now. It's all in English, but I think you can handle it. Here we go. All right. You should be able to see that now. Just go through the 5 questions and click on the answer that applies to you. As you do that, hopefully we'll see all of the polls, all the answers. Now, if everybody answers yes to the textbook, then the next thing we'll do is a short, fun textbook quiz. Okay, let's see, we've got 40 people in the room, so that's 39. Well done. Okay, 3 more people. Okay. All right. Okay, and we're done. Excellent. Good job. Okay, 2 people do not have the textbook because they haven't ordered it yet. What we will do is we will do the textbook quiz next week, okay? But if you want to do it early, there is actually a link for you to be able to do it independently. But we'll do it next week anyway, because it's a bit of fun, all right? It's an activity that you can all do together, and there's not many of them when you're all online. With Schoology, 1 person has not, okay? If you have any problems with that, let me know. You need to sign up with Schoology. I think after today, you'll realize that pretty quickly. Edpuzzle, 1 person had a problem. Please send me an email and let me know what the problem is. I'll try to fix it for you. About 14 of you have not done that yet. I will show you what Edpuzzle is. And then after I've done that, please join. Same with quizzes. I will show you what that is in a little while. If you haven't joined, please join. And Flipgrid is really good. I will show you the Flipgrid activity today as well. So there's 3 more things that we need to do today, okay? We need to have a look at Edpuzzle, quizzes, and Flipgrid, and then 4, because we have to look at the assignment. Okay, I'll end the poll. Thank you everybody for replying. Okay, I'll share the results with you. There you go. So you can see nearly everybody has the textbook. That's fantastic. Well done. Nearly everybody's on Schoology. That'll make everybody's life very easy. Thank you for doing that. Edpuzzle, don't worry. I will show you what that is today. Same with quizzes and same with Flipgrid. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop sharing that. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to reshare my screen, okay, and we'll go back to Schoology, and I will show you, we'll keep going, hang on. I can't remember what's next. I think registering is next. So this quiz, it's called a Kahoot, okay? I'll click on it and I'll show it to you. This is what we're going to do in class next week. If you want to do it early, you can, okay? It's about the textbook. There is not 12 questions, there's only 8 questions, I'm sorry. But when you click on that link, it'll take you to a web page called Kahoot. And see if this works. Yay, there we go. Now, some of you have already started doing this. Okay, well done. Put your student number in here, okay? And then click OK, go. And then there are 8 questions. The questions are designed to guide you through the textbook, okay? It's just a bit of fun. Obviously, you have to have the textbook when you do this, okay? So you have the textbook in your hand, see if you can find the answer to the questions. The faster you find the answer, the more points you get. All right, so we're not going to do this together today. We will do this together next week, all right? But if you want to have a try beforehand, you can. Now, quizzes. You need to register with quizzes, and you need to register with Edpuzzle, okay? And I'm going to show you those things now. Okay, I'm going to leave this up, and I'm going to just open up another tab. So this is still our class page. To register with all those websites, you need to go to this folder here, course preparation. Okay, don't worry about the date. Just come to this folder. About half of you have done this, okay? And you'll see there are the 3 websites I talked about that you need to register with. There's Quizzes, there's Edpuzzle, and there's Flipgrid. You can do them in this order if you want, okay? So we'll start with Flipgrid. Okay, so you don't have to register with Flipgrid because I have already registered all of you. If anybody's having a problem with Flipgrid, it's probably that I didn't put your name in the system, okay? Now, you don't need to register, but I want everybody to use Flipgrid as a way of practicing. And the reason I want you to do that is because you need Flipgrid for your presentations, okay? And actually your homework this week, you'll need to use Flipgrid. So just do a very quick practice. It's also a way of just introducing yourself very quickly to your classmates, okay? Sorry, that's my printer right next to me. It's self-cleaning. There's a link down here. When you click on this link, it'll take you into Flipgrid. I'm just going to do this, but okay, I'm going to use one of your emails, okay, one of your student IDs, sorry. Just bear with me. Okay, Mia, I'm going to use your student number, okay? I don't know. I hope you are watching today. Okay. So I'm using your student number because I can't use mine. All right. Where are we? So in Flipgrid, you click on this link. Okay. I beg your pardon. Yep. Just click on this link. It'll open up and you'll see this, hopefully, page. Yep. That's what we want to see. Okay. And it's simply say hello on Flipgrid. Put in your student number, and I'm using Mia's student number, okay? It says student username. Your student number without the letter is your student username. And just, I'm not gonna remember that, and just click go. Oh, what have I done? Oops, have I done the wrong thing? Hang on, I'll try again. Let's try this one. Yay, all right. So, Yuma, I'm using yours, okay? Now, when you come in here, you'll see two things, okay? You'll see the instructions are here, and you'll see a video here. If you click on this, it'll give you a quick example. Okay, it opens up. Okay, welcome to the academic English communication class. Okay, I'm going to stop that. Sorry, it's not the best example. I did it quite quickly, but what I want you to do is just practice using Flipgrid. So enter your student number, go in, say hello. Okay, so you are going to record a response here where it says record a response. You click on this and look, some of you have already done that. That is awesome. Well done to all. Oh, Mia, I'm there you are. So it works. Okay, so you click, you record your response, say hello, tell everybody what your name is, and just share a fun fact about yourself, okay? Anything, doesn't matter what it is, just something interesting about yourself, and that's all you need to do. All right, so all you're doing is just practicing using Flipgrid. Now 13 people have done that already, which is brilliant. Okay, I'm actually gonna log out of that now. Okay, so I don't want to use Yuma's account. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do is just practice using Flipgrid. It doesn't need to be very long. It can be 10 or 15 or 20 seconds. Okay, just quickly say hello, say something interesting about yourself. Okay, so you have used Flipgrid. Make sure you can do that. If you can't do that, let me know. Okay, so there was one of you who had a problem. Send me an email or write a message in the group chat, okay, and just let me know you have a problem. Next, let's look at quizzes. Okay, now for quizzes and Edpuzzle, you have to register. Just like you registered with Schoology, you need to register the first time. After you've registered, then it's very easy. I will give you a link and you just click on the link and you should be able to use the quizzes activity. Okay, the information for how to register is here. It's a Google document. I've also got a YouTube video which shows you how to register the first time. If you click on the Google document, it'll open up. You can read through this quickly. Once you're happy that you understand how to register, then go and do it, okay? And we'll have a look at that in a moment. Okay, the website is there, but you need to do it from here, okay? You click on this link to join our class, okay? You have to click on this link to join our class, then follow these instructions. Now, really important, for every activity that you do, please use the Chrome browser, okay? If you don't want to use Chrome, then use Microsoft Edge, but do not ever use Internet Explorer, okay? It has so many problems with so many different websites. It has problems with Flipgrid, it has problems with Schoology, it has problems with about 2 or 3 others that I can think of. So don't ever use Explorer. Unfortunately, Explorer used to be the default setting, meaning if you click to go to a website on your Windows PC, it nearly always opened up Explorer. We don't want to use Explorer. If you have a Mac, even Chrome is still better than Safari, but Safari is better than Explorer. Okay, try to use Chrome when you can. Okay, so you've opened up your browser. Okay, if you want to watch the YouTube video, it's there as well. But basically, you click on the link that I've given you and it will open up to this page. Okay, now don't sign up with Google. Okay, sign up with an email address and use your student email address, or use an email address that you use most often, something that you're not going to forget. And what I recommend is you use the same email address for all of the websites that you register with. So for Schoology, for Edpuzzle, for quizzes, and if there is anything else we have to register with, use the same email address, and even the same password is okay, so that you don't forget it. All right, so put in an email, write down the email that you use somewhere, because I guarantee you will forget it otherwise. You need to sign up as a student, so select student. Make sure you put in the correct date of birth. The most important thing here is the year, okay? If you are younger than 13 years old, that's gonna cause us problems. So unless you are a genius and you are younger than 13, hopefully this will be around about 17 or 18 years old. Okay, like I said, very important. Make sure you put in the correct year. Okay, then you put in your first name, then your last name using English, all right? So for example, if Shohei Ohtani, okay, very famous Kobe University student, I'm joking, but if he was, Shohei would put Shohei as his first name and Ohtani last name, okay? So he would put Shohei Ohtani and then password. Okay. If you want to, Quizzes has an app, so you can actually play it on your phone. All right, you can download the app. Okay, so read through those instructions, then click on the link and register with Quizzes. When you have done that, you will hopefully be in our Quizzes class, which is this one here. Okay, now we have 9 people in here. Okay, this is good. Oh, that's me. This is good, this is good, this is good. All right, yep, everybody is doing it well, okay? That's great. Now, if you put in the wrong name, I'm going to ask you to go back and do it again, okay? If there's kanji in here, if you just put your student ID only in here, then I'm going to ask you to edit your name. You do not need to put in an email, okay? This is only if you are younger than 13 years old. You don't need to put in an email. When you come in to this page here, okay? Oh, I beg your pardon. Just after this page, it asks if you need a parent or guardian, then you put your email in, but you don't need to, okay? So if you click, if you make this too young, it'll ask you for one. All right, so that is Quizzes, and I'll show you in a moment the first activity that you'll do with Quizzes. Before we do that, just quickly, let's have a look at Edpuzzle, and then I'll demonstrate all 3 of these things for you. Edpuzzle, same thing. I've got another Google document. I'm not going to open it because it's pretty much the same as Quizzes. Your first name, your last name, please use English, and email address, okay? You put all those in and you click on this to join, okay? So if you get asked for a class code or a class password, this is the password, okay? And when you have registered, you should find yourself in this class here, okay? I'm just gonna update that. Hopefully we have more than 10. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is Edpuzzle. This is our class. You can see there are quite a few videos that I have set up for you. The first one is this one, which you will do this week. It's called the informative speech. And I will demonstrate that for you in just a moment. You need to be registered in the class to do that. When it asks for your user ID, use your student number, okay? Use your student number. Almost. Close. All right. Yeah, you've made your own. That's okay. All right. This person, I'm going to get this person to do theirs again. Okay. Everybody else, that's looking really good. Okay, so we've got 23 people in there. We just need the other 20. Once everybody has registered, I'm going to lock this classroom so that we can't get more people joining by accident. Now, so those are the three websites that we will be using, okay? Quizzes, Edpuzzle, Flipgrid, oh, and of course Schoology. So you need to have registered with all of those. Now let's have a look and see what you need to do this week. If you have any problems registering with any of those, let me know so that I can help you, okay? Just send me an email. Okay, so back to the instructions page. And we'll go down. And I said the first thing you'll do is the teacher introduction and a quizzes. So what I've done is I've recorded my self-introduction for you on YouTube. So what you need to do first is watch the YouTube link. Okay, you just open this up and watch it. Okay, I've done this on a software called Prezi. Okay, it's a really good presentation software. Okay, so let me introduce myself. Okay, I won't spoil it. I will let you. So I'm going. It's about 7.5 minutes long. You'll find out way more than you ever wanted to know about me. But once you've watched it, then you're going to do a quizzes to see how much you can remember. And I want to demonstrate the quizzes. Now, if you use quizzes on your computer, all you need to do is click this link. If you're going to use quizzes on a smartphone app, you need to use the join code, okay? So watch the video, then do the quizzes. Now you can adjust the settings, okay? You can also adjust the language somewhere. You can do this activity twice, all right? And the other thing is you need to do this before 9 o'clock next Wednesday. 9 o'clock next Wednesday, this activity expires and the date can't be changed. I can't change it. I've got this set up so that it reads out the questions aloud. When you come into the screen, you can change these for yourself, okay? What I would do is I would have everything on, including this one, the read aloud. It's good for your listening. And then when you're ready, click start. Okay. Oh, we've got a few people in there. Okay, 8 people are playing already. So you just click start game.
Question: what sports does Andy enjoy?
Okay.
Option 1, rugby. Option 2, judo. Option 3, basketball. Option 4, karate. Option 5, soccer.
Okay, so you need to select all that apply. See that down there? So there's 2 of them. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You have to watch my video. But when you put in your answers, then you'll find out if you get it right or wrong. Okay? I'll just kill that. All right. Okay, and it's a game. So the faster you put in your answer, the more points you get, and you'll be there's a leaderboard. So you'll see how you're going against the other people in the class. All right. Next, Flipgrid. Now, the assignment this week is a self-introduction. So what you actually need to do, as it says here, you need to open the week 1 assignment and follow the instructions in the Word document. Okay, so to do that, you need to come out of the instructions page into the week 1 folder. This is the assignment that it's talking about. Okay, so you've watched my self-introduction, you've done the quizzes. Now you are going to do your self-introduction and you're going to share it with your classmates so you get to learn about each other. At the bottom of this page is a Word document which you need to download onto your PC, okay? The instructions for submitting this assignment are here. Okay, this is for later when you need to submit the Word document. Right at the bottom, here is the Word document. Now I've already opened this, so I'm just going to pull it up on screen. When you download it, this is what you'll see. Please save it using your name, okay? Now, there is an example which I have made here, okay? This is my self-introduction on the Word document. I've given you my name, first name, last name, background, okay, a little bit about myself, then something interesting about me, okay? You'll get to see all of that in my teacher self-introduction. And then your self-introduction. Put in a photo of yourself, okay? Put your first name, your family name, 2 or 3 topics about yourself, something interesting about you. Now, when you've done that, please delete all of the red text, okay? Don't leave the red text in there. Delete it, save this document, okay? Save it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the Word document to present your self-introduction on Flipgrid. And the way you do that, make your Word document nice and big, okay? Use the page width like this. Oop. Make it as big as you can. Okay, there we go, nice and big. Then, you need to click on the link in Schoology. Oh, sorry. Okay, there's a link. I think there's also, I think the link is also in here. I beg your pardon. No, it's not. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, there is a link in Schoology to the Flipgrid activity, okay, that you will share your self-introduction with your classmates on. The link to do that is in the instructions. So again, go back to the Flipgrid activity just here. This is the link. Now, if you click on this, okay, we need to put your, I wonder if it's still there, hang on. Yay, all right, not gonna remember you. Okay, I think I'm Yuma again. Oh, I am you again, okay. Okay, so this time, this Flipgrid is your self-introduction Flipgrid. Now, if you watch this, it's an example of what you need to do, okay? So if you watch this, it's an example of what you need to do. To record a response, you click here. Okay, and you click on options. Now, if you don't see this little tab here, It's because you are not using the Chrome browser. You are probably using a different browser. You need to be using Chrome or Microsoft Edge to be able to use this Options tab. Now you see it says record. You have 2 minutes only to do your self-introduction. So you click on Options, record your screen, and then click Start. Now once you start recording, I'm not going to do this because it's Yuma's, not mine. Once you start recording, go back to this page and then do your self-introduction, okay? And I'll close that. If you watch this, you will see, welcome to my self-introduction. Okay, I'm your teacher. My name is Andy. Okay, I'm going to tell you a few things about myself. First of all, here's Andrew. My family in South. Now, I was born in a... Okay, I'm trying to stop that. Okay, so what you'll see is you can give your self-introduction using the Word document as a visual aid, okay, to help your classmates understand a little bit about you. Okay, so that's the Flipgrid assignment, okay, that's your self-introduction assignment. So you fill out your information in the Word document. You download the Word document from here, okay, from Schoology. If you want, when you finish the Word document, click on this Flipgrid link, okay, this is inside the Schoology instructions page. It'll take you here, okay, you put your student number in, it'll take you here, then you can record your response, okay? Okay, last one, Edpuzzle. Oh, Edpuzzle's not there. Oh, we're gonna do Edpuzzle next week. Okay, good. All right, so you don't need the Edpuzzle this week. We'll do the Edpuzzle next week. That's good. Okay, so this week, your homework, okay? At the end of every instructions page, there's a summary of the homework. If you have the textbook and you want to do the Kahoot, you can do it for homework, but we'll do it as part of the Zoom anyway, okay? Watch my YouTube link of my teacher introduction and then do the quizzes activity. Fill out the Word document self-introduction and then record it on Flipgrid, okay? Now, obviously to do these things, you need to register with quizzes, with Schoology, and just make sure that Flipgrid works first. Also, please register with Edpuzzle. We'll be using Edpuzzle next week. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Okay, we've still got 40 people here. Excellent. Now, I'm sure you have questions. That was a lot to go through. If you want to ask your question now, you can either ask me by unmuting your microphone, or you can type the question into the chat box. If you don't have any questions, or if it's a private question, you can send me a mail through Schoology, okay? And for that one person who wasn't registered with Schoology, you need to register with Schoology. If you're having trouble, please send me an email. You'll have to do it through Beef, okay, if you're having problems. Okay, that's it then. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to have a 5-minute breakout session, okay? So to finish today's session, I'm going to put you, we've got 40 people, I'm going to put you into 10 breakout rooms. So each breakout room will have 4 people in it, okay? 3 or 4 people. I want you to introduce yourself to each other and just tell the other people in your breakout room a little bit about yourself. You can just say where you live or what school you went to, or what sport you play, anything you want, okay? Just learn about each other a little bit. But English communication. So please use English to do this activity. Now, the other thing is I will be joining some of the breakout rooms just quickly, just to make sure you guys are okay. All right. So if you find me dropping into your breakout room, don't be worried. What I'm going to do, I'll stop recording.